Hi all and welcome back. So today let's go through Odoo 14 expense module. So for a small business or large scale business and other operations, expenses for the business will be managed in different ways. Sometimes employees will have to purchase components or equipment for the company without getting the advance payment. So the travel allowance and communication allowance will also have to be given to employees before getting it reimbursed. So Odoo 14 expense management system gives a complete solution for all expense management worries of employees and management. So using this module, it helps us to avoid malpractices or manipulation expenses claimed by employees. So after installing expense module under HR management, you can see when you open this expense module, you can see a page where we can manage my expenses to report. So you can see these expenses to report, expenses are filtered by my expenses and expenses to report. So you can see Michelle admins. So Michelle admin is a user. You can see Michelle admin's expenses to be to report. So here we can see for in Odoo 14 we have a different view for expenses. So here it is possible to see the total amount to be reported, then total amount under validation and total to be reimbursed. And here you can see the expense date, description, expense, the employee name, then paid by which employee. Then you can see the analytical account which handles it expense, and you can see the company name. Then we can schedule activity, next activity from here. You can click on this and you can schedule activity. Then you can see the taxes related to this expense, then total amount of this expense, and then you can see the status. So you can see these two expenses are need to be submitted. Then it is also possible to schedule activities like from by clicking on the schedule activities. So from this page, it is possible to schedule activity for expenses. So you can schedule activity from here and you can see it as in to do. So from here, directly from here, we can create expenses to report and we can upload expenses. So you can upload the file from here, and it's also possible to export. And when coming under favorites, you can find option to import more records. And we can also filter this expenses to report according to, so it is already filtered by my expenses and report. You can also see expenses, that is refuse expenses, then expenses of my team, then expense according to expense date, then former employees, then we can group it according to employee. So you can see for Michelle admin, and we can group it according to product status, analytic account, expense date and company. Okay. So first of all, before creating expenses, let's go to configuration settings and see what are the settings that can be done for managing our expense. So here we can see option to enable incoming emails, that is used to create expenses from incoming emails. So it is possible to set up domain alias. When you click on this, you can set up a server. Then here we can find option to reimburse expenses in payslip. This allows us to include reimburse expenses in payslips while generating a payslip for employees. Then we can find option for expense digitalization, that is OCRs, that is used to digitalize your receipts with OCR and artificial intelligence. So we can find three options for this feature, that is do not digitalize or digitalize on demand only, then digitalize automatically. So by default, it is set as third option. So after enabling your option, just save the settings. So before creating expenses, let's create an expense product. So when you open expense products, you can see all the created expense products. So let's create a new product. Okay, let it be lunch. And then here we can provide some general information like cost. Okay, it will be 160. Then here we can set unit of measure. Then internal reference. So use this internal reference as subject prefix when submitting by email. So this will be taken as a subject prefix. Then here we can set a company. So I want this available for all my company. Then you can set accounting details like we can set expense account. Then you can set vendor taxes and customer taxes. So this will be taken, so you can see by default GST 5% is applied as vendor and customer taxes, because for our company we have set it as GST 5% in the settings. So these are the default one, and you can add taxes from here. Then you can set invoicing policy for your expense product, whether it is invoicing is done for ordered quantity or delivered quantity. So I'm setting it as for delivered quantity. Then here we can set the re-invoice expenses. That is, expenses and vendor bills can be re-invoiced to a customer. So with this option, a valid expense can be re-invoiced to a customer at its cost of sales price. So we can set this at cost or sales price, or if you don't want to re-invoice, you can just click on this. So I'm setting it as at cost. Then if you choose at sales price, here we can set the sales price. Okay, so after creating expense product, save it. So you can see the expense product is created. Then after that, let's go to expenses, and here we can see all my expenses. So these are all expenses, that is, it include expenses approved and to be submitted. Okay, so from here we can create a new expense. Okay, I'm creating lunch with customer, and from here we can select the product. Then you can see automatically the unit price is shown here. Then we can set the quantity here, then taxes, then total amount can be seen here. Then we can add a bill reference. If there is any bill reference, you can add the related bill reference. Then you can see the set the then you can set the expense date. Then we can see the purchase expense automatically added here. So then here we can change the account. Then we can see the employee name. It is initial admin. So for this employee, we are going to create this expense, and you can set the currency, then customer to reinvoice. So if the product has an expense policy, and it will be reinvoiced on this sale order. So here we can select the sale order for which we need to reinvoice, create reinvoice. Then here we can set analytic account, analytic tags, then company. Then if you're creating expense, here we can set it as like it is paid by employee, and or we can set it as it is paid by company. So if you choose the first option, then we have to reimburse because we have to pay that amount back to employee. it can be included in his salary, that is payslip also. Okay, so after creating the expense, you can just save it. So you can see now the status is to submit, and we can also attach receipts here. So you can see no receipts are attached, so it is 0. Okay, so we can attach receipts by clicking on this, and you can load the file, or we can, after loading, we can create report, or we can directly create report from here. So when you click on this, you can create report. So can see this is a report, that is expense report created for the expense, that is lunch with customer. We can see the employee name, and we can edit this, and we can add more lines, expense line here, and we can add attachments or view attachments if there are attachments. Then under other information, you can see the related expense journal. So here we can set the expense journal. Okay, so after this, after just reviewing the total amount, we can, that is, manager can approve. So as Michelin admin is itself the manager, he can approve this expense. So this option is only available to manager, or approve option. So if he found anything wrong with the expense, he can just click on this refuse to refuse the expense. Okay, so I'm going to approve this. So you can see now it is moved from submitted to approved state. Now it is possible to see the manager here. Michelin admin is itself the manager. Then it is possible to post entries or report in next payslip. So if you report in next payslip, it will be shown in next payslip. So I'm going to post journal entry. So here we can see the accounting date and journal entry. Then we can register payment. So payment is, we can make payment to employee. So you can see the amount here, and we can set payment account. Now you can see the expenses paid. Then when you come back here, you can see option to view report. So when you click on view report, you can again view the report. So now you can see an expense is added here as status as paid. Then here we can see if there are any expenses to be reported. You can see my expense report, and you can see all expense. Then we can see my reports, Michelin reports. Then here we can see option, that is reports to approve. So you can see all the reports that need to be approved. So here we can click on this, and we can, it is possible to refuse it. So you can add refuse reason. So you can see it is moved to refuse. So when you filter it according to refused, you can see the refuse one here. Okay. Then we can see reports to post, reports to pay, then all reports. Okay. Then here we can find our expense analysis report. So when you click on this, you can see the expense analysis with different measures. You can choose a measure from here, quantity or status code, subtotal or total in company currency, or as unit price, count, IDF request. So you can select it. And then we can also see a pie chart, line chart, and bar chart view of expense. And we can sort this according in ascending or descending order. And we can also filter according to different options available that we have seen before. We can group and filter this report, expense analysis report, and we can manage, that is, we have a pivot view. So in this pivot view, we can find the option to insert this expense analysis to a spreadsheet. So this is a new option, Odoo 14. We can, in this way, we can manage the regular reports. Then here we can find a list view, then Kanban view, and it's also possible to add this expense analysis to dashboard. So we can just click on add and add this to dashboard. So when you install dashboard, we can see this report has been added. Okay, so that's all about managing expenses in Odoo 40. If you're interested in knowing more about this or looking for any Odoo implementation or customization in your business, drop your request to odoo@cybrosys.com.